Hey everyone, Lauren from Wildflowers here to introduce to you the Design and Guide stamping plates with a side of one stroke. This nail I sculpted out of hard gel and I'm just using CND Shellac and Studio White, which is one of my favorite colors. Sometimes when I'm doing a harsh color, especially white, I get messy around the back and then clean up to make it perfect. So if you're getting the stamping tool, you want to remove it from the plastic. Save the plastic because it's good to keep it in something. And I just want to show you guys how squishy this thing is. It is so squishy. It is so sticky. It's just perfect for picking up images. And so to make sure this is in right, you want to actually push it in a little bit past those ridges on the inside, and that's going to keep it nice and snug inside of there. And you're ready to stamp. So what I do for the salon is I have a notebook that I sliced, and I keep packing tape on one side. This is to clean my stamper, and I'm going to show you real quick. What you do is you just press the head onto it. This is the one I just used that I got my oily fingers on, so you can see it come right off on there. And now we're ready to stamp. I am going to use this particular image right here. I'm using a generic stamping polish, and I'm just, because it is an actual stamping polish, I'm going to fill the whole thing in. It's very thick. It's different than regular nail polish. I'm going to go ahead and scrape, and then I'm going to clean off my scraper. When you're using actual polish designed for stamping, you have a little bit of play time. I'm going to press my stamper down to pick the image up. It's just that easy. And I'm actually going to take the time to clean my plate off right now because, again, this is a stamping polish, so you do have some extra time. And then I'm going to just place this image straight down onto the nail and press. I'm just going to turn it so you can see it. I'm just pressing it straight down and coming straight up, and that's it. We're going to take our stamping pad and take it back to the tape and just take that extra off there. So now we're going to do a design in white, and again I'm using a white generic polish made for stamping. I'm going to coat this, and later on I'm going to show you what it's like to do it with just regular nail polish. So this is not regular. We're going to load this pretty heavily, scrape down on our image, use our pad, pick it straight up from the plate, and there it is. Now I'm going to clean the plate off real quick using Scrub Fresh. Scrub Fresh is just a mixture of acetone and alcohol, but either one of those should work just fine. And then I'm going to line it up, and I'm just going to tilt it so you can see. I'm going to press straight down onto the nail. And there's our image. I'm going to go back to the tape to get rid of the excess. And now I'm just going to apply a top coat. By the time the image transfers onto there, it's dry. So you can just apply your top coat right over it. I'm using a really nice, thick gel top coat. If you're using one that's not as thick, it's a little thinner, you might want to do 2 coats. So here is the finished result. Beautiful. Just so there's no confusion, I'm going to show you with CND Vinylux the difference. You'll be able to see, even as I paint it on right now, you can actually start to see the image through the polish. It's different than an actual stamping polish. So just keep that in mind. You have no play time. Scrape it, pick it up, stamp it. So for this particular nail, I'm going to be working into the tacky layer of Fragrant Freesia, which is a color from CND. And so right now I'm using Moon Dust, which is gorgeous, from the Precious Metals collection. This one is Platinum, and this pink one is Crush, and Platinum and Crush are from the January collection. Dust this on, top coat it, buff it. So this is the guide plate, and we are going to use this one, which is a guide for picking up flowers with 6 petals. So I'm just going to use white. I'm going to scrape it, pick it up, there it is, and I'm going to apply it to the nail right where I want my flower to be. And so this is a guide that helps people who can't seem to get the flower petals in the right place in the right size spaced evenly. That's what the guide plate's all about. So I'm going to use the butter paints in Blueberry and White. And these are the one-stroke paints from Wildflowers nails. And I'm going to use my angled brush that comes in the one-stroke kit, the butter paints kit. And on the toe of the brush, I picked up the white. On the heel of the brush, I picked up the blueberry. I'm just going to blend to make sure I get a nice little ombre between my colors. You want to see that light blue that kind of blends in between. And so this is real time. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start, I'm going to set my brush down. Now, they say one stroke, and A lot of times to make the one stroke, it takes many strokes. So don't limit yourself and make it feel like you need to make only one stroke to get a perfect little petal. If you need to go over it 5 times, go over it 5 times. It's no big deal. But one thing I do want you to notice is that I've loaded my brush once and I'm able to make all 6 of these petals in one brush load. So I'm just going to start my petal where the little white line is and finish the petal where the next white line is. And that's going to cause my petals to be perfectly spaced. So this guide plate that I have, it has ones for 3 petals, 4 petals, 5 petals, 6 petals. It has design layouts, composition layouts for the nails. It has where to put your polka dots, for chevrons, snowflakes, the sweater nails with like the cable knit 3D stuff. It has guides for everything that you can imagine. So again, here I go, same brush load of paint. I'm able to do all 6 of these petals, and it's taking me like less than a minute to do this entire flower. And this is just a very basic one stroke flower. So I'm doing classes all across the country teaching one stroke. I can't wait. I'm going to be in Phoenix this weekend. I'm going to be in Chicago 2 weeks after that. I'm going to be in Albuquerque. I'm going to be all over the place. So I'm really looking forward to teaching one stroke. It's something that's very hot right now. And so that's it. Finish it however you want to finish it. And thank you for watching.